Hello and happy Wisdom Wednesday. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for choosing to spend some of your time with me. It's your girl Maria Milagros here, and today we are going to talk about taking things personally, or rather, not taking things personally. So, I did a video, and it was really short, about a minute, and maybe 2 months ago or so. I posted it on some social media stuff, and it was about minding your business, and not just minding your business like what they're doing over there is not your business, because that's true. That ain't none of your business. But it was more about minding your business, meaning what other people think about you is not your business. So just mind that. Don't worry about what they think about you. Don't worry about their opinions of you. Don't worry about what you think they may or may not be thinking about you. Like, that's just extra. That's the bad kind of extra. That's the headache, worry extra that we don't need. So the video was about that. And I had a woman who recently came upon that video, and then she emailed me and said, could you talk more about this? I take things personally, and I don't like the heaviness of that. Yes, and I love that she used the word heaviness, because that's exactly what it is. When we are constantly worrying, we are literally bogged down by this thing. And it's really preventative. It's unnecessary. So here are some things I want to talk to you about. Couple of scenarios that might help you. One, when your friends or your family or your people are going through a tough time, it is one thing for you to have compassion and empathy and to, ask them how you can help. That's one thing. It's a whole other thing to absorb that sadness, negativity, and depression as though it is your own. Because here's why. When you do that, one, who do you think you are taking on their stuff anyways, right? Like, that ain't really got a lot to do with you. Two, when you are in that place of bogged down, weighty, heavy sadness, depression, not only are you not helpful to yourself and to the people around you that you love, but you're also not helpful to them. And three, it kind of makes you a drama queen. Or a king. True story. Because it has nothing to do with you. And so if you need to absorb that to get attention, and I say this without joking, I'm being dead serious and I'm not trying to be funny here. You might want to seek out some therapy, because if you find yourself absorbing the drama of other people, and I don't mean drama like that. I just mean like the stuff that they deal with. And you find yourself taking that on as though it's your own, you really want to seek out some help. There's a reason why we do that. As humans, we don't repeat behaviors that don't have a payoff. So you want to figure out what that payoff is so that you can stop absorbing and taking on their stuff, because it is their stuff. It's not yours. But if you're taking it on, there's a reason why you keep doing that, and it might be for attention or whatever. So that's my suggestion, is that you seek yourself out some help. Okay, then the other scenario is, let's say you go somewhere and there's a stranger, like a woman at the store or a receptionist or a waiter, who has an attitude. It's really easy for us to absorb that as though we're the problem. Like, oh, she don't like me. Oh, she got a problem with me. Oh, it's me. 99% of the time, it ain't got nothing to do with you. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Those people have their own issues and their own stuff and their own drama. Just recently, my daughter and I were at the store, and as we go to check out, the woman was being kind of snippy. So I asked her to stop. And she looked at me like I was crazy. And I said, are you okay? Like, is everything all right? And she goes, what? I said, are you okay? Because, you seem really heavy, and I just want human to human. Like, are you all right? And she says, oh, I'm so sorry. I've been treating customers badly all day. I'm so sorry. I said, what's going on? And she said, my husband and I had a fight this morning. And why am I telling you this? Because I asked, right? I didn't say that, but that's what she said. And I just let her go. And she said they had a fight this morning and they didn't resolve it. And she hates not, having that feeling. So she's been like kind of doing that attitude-y to everybody all day. And then she went, and you could see her do that. I don't always do that when I go out. Most of the time I just ignore them. But if they treat me that way, I'm like, whatever, it ain't got nothing to do with me. But it just reinforces for me the fact that it has nothing to do with us. They're going through their own go-through, and we just have to separate ourselves from that. Don't take it personal. It's nothing to do with you, right? That's them having a day. If anything, just love on them and love on them and love on them and love on them, because it's probably what they need the most. And if you are also in a mood, just ignore them. Like, don't let that fuel your fire to be more moody. Right? Just ignore it and just like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. The third scenario is when we assume that if someone that we know is acting a little bit differently, that it's automatically about us. Now, if we're having adult and mature relationships, we should be able to go to the other person and say, honey, are you okay? I notice you're a little bit off. And then honey will say, yeah, baby girl, I'm just having a day. I just need to be in my space and in my zone. I'm quiet because I'm just in my space. Done. Rather than, I think she mad at me. I'm going to text her tomorrow and find out why she mad at me. Did I do something wrong? And then you spin out wondering if you did something wrong when you know that you didn't. Because again, if you're in an adult, mature relationship, you're going to have those conversations, right? And so rather than go there, just either give them the room or just ask, girl, you okay? You seem a little different. You seem a little off. You're not your usual self or whatever. And then have those conversations rather than absorb it and take it on like it's you. So those are the three main things that I can think of in terms of taking things personally. And so my suggestion is for you as a person to keep yourself in a place where you know who you are and whose you are. Because when you are aligned with love, with God, with Source, that is love, you then can embody that for yourself and keep yourself filled up. Right? And then you have overflow to give to people around you who may need you. Whether it's a friend who's dealing with something, you're not taking that personal, you're giving compassion and empathy, and then you're giving them love. Whether it's a complete stranger who's going through something and they have an attitude-y day, and you're just going to be kind and just give them excess love. Or whether it's a friend or a family member or someone close to you, rather than assume that their change in mood or response or reaction is about you, just give them love. But we can't give what we don't have. So it's really important that we remind ourselves to always stay in that place of taking care of ourselves, of loving on ourselves, of seeing ourselves the way that God, love, Source sees us, and then to move in accordance with that, right? Because when we do that, then we're operating from a place of freedom, and freedom is super sparkly everything. So I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you know someone who could use it, please go ahead and share. Don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your week and a fantastic, super sparkly weekend. And make sure you mind your business. Mind your business, mind your business.